Welcome.
Chryso.
I'm Chloe.
And I'm Adam.
I'm here from Nitro, a top-notch site bursting with information for young people within Torvine. I'm here chilling with Adam, a Flame Radio presenter here at Dragon Bands.
Dragon Bands is a community studio in Pontypool, the heart of Torvine. Join us on a tour through the place, starting with an interview with Angela Byrne, the project manager.
Dragon Bands is, oh gosh, it's everything. It's all to do with music. Whether it's a penny whistle, or it's a guitar, or it's recording, it's all to do with music, and it's all to do with young people. In December 2001, I was at a meeting, and I can't remember where. I think it was through Torvine Voluntary Alliance. I had a meeting and went there, and they suggested the Coalfields Regeneration. I went over there and said, please can I have some money? And in 6 weeks I had £6,000. So the recording studio was the first thing. And the radio, Flame Radio, we set that up as an internet radio. We had presenters come and go, we had ups and downs. And now this last 2, maybe 3 years has gone from strength to strength. So, and our recent one is the cafe. We're just looking at that at the moment. Because a lot of people think that young people are pain. We never turn anybody away, so Dragon Bands is music. I would like the council to say, you've done good, and all the ones I've worked closely with, I hope one day that they will be employed, because like I say, we're all volunteers. My dream for the kids is for somebody to come in here and say, you helped me, I've got a job, whatever it is, as long as it's to do with music, and that's what they want. It's just a dream, and my dream will come true.
Cracking stuff, Ange, cracking stuff.
And seeing as Ange talked about the radio, let's see the incredible magic that goes on in the studio.
Talk about tooting your own trumpet.
Shut up.
What inspired me to get into radio is that I've always loved radio and I've always loved music since a young age. And one of the things I do is love to talk, as you can obviously tell. And it's great for me to be able to play music that I enjoy and also give my thoughts out on the radio.
What inspired me to get into radio is mostly the fact of when I was a kid, my mum and dad, they always played the radio, and we mean always, practically every day. And it was something that I've always been interested in doing as well, because I've always wanted to do something in sort of like the media. Found out about this this establishment, Dragon Bands, and found out they were doing radio work, and I decided it was a good idea to build up my communication skills.
I do a show on a Friday where I play musicals and show tunes, and I have another show which is just a rather an eclectic mix of music. I just play general things and generally have a good laugh.
I listen to Flame Radio, it's great.
Our volunteers are actually very good. They're an extremely dedicated team. They put in massive amounts of hours. I mean, James, who I believe you've interviewed as well, was in 6 days a week last week, and he is this week as well, and that's all for no pay. All he enjoys working with us so much. The specialist shows seem to do quite well because, you know, you've only got one to do, and you don't have to constantly scroll through all the songs. Oh, what can I play? And you've always got that decision, so you can just play it and there'll be a song for you. And I'm always a co-presenter on the rock show as well, and looking at me you can tell I'm a sort of metalhead, so I'm always welcome on that sort of show. Well, my role at Flame Radio is station manager, which basically means I'm the idiot in charge of everything.
I think it's a good idea that I voice my opinions as well, because he's a scrawny little idiot.
Good looking guy there, don't you think?
Yeah, James is quite hot, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Swiftly moving on. Let's go check out the studio.
Aye, let's join Nick recording his second album in the recording studio.
The first time I discovered music really was when I was 8 years old, and I bought a Guns N' Roses album, Appetite for Destruction, which obviously inspired me to become a musician. And when I was about 16, I think, 16, 17, was my first stint in a studio, which was very expensive, and there was 3 of us in a band at the time, so obviously we all paid into it. It didn't come out very good. I think that was due to the fact, obviously, we had a bad engineer, but obviously that was the first instance, and obviously it's an expensive process to do at that time. Musical journey, basically I taught myself to play the guitar. With regards to experience, obviously I went and did some training in an audio college in London called Alchemia. I learned quite a bit there. I came out and then obviously I started working in studios and working with some people like Joe Gibb, who's done loads of work with like the Kinks. Basically we've got a lot of facilities here that they can use. We've got rehearsal rooms, so basically they could come in from the first instance and plug a guitar in and have a rehearsal with some other guys for the first time. Then obviously they could come in and maybe do some recording in the studio. And obviously I've got a facility here which I use quite frequently when I've finished other people's stuff. I tend to have all-night sessions on my own stuff. I'm working on a second album at the moment, which is a hell of a lot different to the first one. It's a lot more upbeat, a lot more rocking. Obviously I want to get that out. I don't know when it'll be out because obviously I'm just inundated with work at the moment.
If you would like to hear more from Nick, check out Nick Byrne on iTunes.
Well, that's it for this show. Thanks for joining us here at Dragon Band. Nitro would love to share news about what else is going on in Torvine. So, if you're a community group,
A local band or live music venue,
then please get in touch to arrange your Nitro visit. Log on to our website for details on how to get in touch, event listings and info about what is going on in your area. Catch you later.
see you soon.